and welcome to Crossings Dance. We are doing a stage makeup video for all of you parents who have been asking how to do stage makeup. This is Brielle and I am Miss Ainsley. These are the brushes you will need for the face makeup, not the eyes. You will need a foundation brush. You can use a sponge if you would like. The sponge sometimes makes it quite heavy, but a brush really helps it get on evenly. You'll need a powder brush. You'll need a bronzer brush. You could use the same one, but you want to make sure that the color doesn't bleed from the powder to the bronzer. And then a blush brush. You might see me blow on it as we go. The reason I do that is to get off excess color so that I don't get a big blob of color on her face. You can use liquid foundation or a powder foundation, whichever one you prefer, as long as it matches the skin tone. Today I'm going to use powder. So I'm just going to take it out, take a little bit on the brush. The reason we do foundation to start is because it helps set the rest of the makeup. So even for little kids, it's important to wear foundation so that the rest of the makeup will stay with it. So I'm just going to put it all around her face and her jawbone, down her neck a little bit. On her eyelid. All right. We're then going to add some powder just to set that. And to help remove shine. All right. Then we are going to add bronzer. Bronzer is important just to draw out the features of the face. So I'm going to put the bronzer on her forehead, along the hairline, on the side of her temple, right in the center of her forehead, on her nose, down along her jawline, and down her neck. On her chin, and we're going to accentuate her jawbone as well with, her cheekbone with some bronzer. So that just helps her her face have a little bit of color. We are now going to go to Brielle's eyes. You will need 2 to 3 brushes for this. A larger one to do the all over color, a crease brush, and this one I use for getting right into the inner eye and under her eyebrow. Again, you might see me blow on these to remove excess color. We're going to start with a base color, which today I'm going to start with a neutral kind of skin tone color. And we're going to put this all over her eyelid, from her eyelashes to her eyebrow. And I find that the more eyeshadow you use, the longer it stays on and the better that the layers of eyeshadow sets and stays, especially when you're dancing and sweating. So that's the base color. I'm then going to take a medium color. Actually, you can do shimmer. This one here is shimmer, and this one is almost the same color but matte. I'm going to do shimmer for today to make it more fun. So a neutral color that's a bit darker than the base. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it all over her, just her eyelid, so from her eyelashes to her crease. then going to take my crease brush and I'm going to take a really dark color. You can do a dark brown, which would be like this, or you can do a dark purpley brown. That's what I'm going to do. Or you could do a matte dark color. Preferably nothing in the bright blues or nothing too bright for stage. What we're doing here is going to help open up her eyes, and if it's too bright, it's just quite shocking on stage. So we're just going to do more neutral colors. So for the crease, what I'm doing is I'm going to draw a V from her eyelashes, the edge of her eyelashes, up to the outer point of her brow line, and then in along the crease. So open your eye, Bria. This is her crease where her eyelid folds. So I'm creating a V. I'm not putting dark all over her lid. I'm just going to do a V. So if she closes, I'm going to take it from the eyelashes up on a diagonal. Then I'm going to take it in along the brow line, or the brow bone. And you want quite dark for this. I might actually use my other one. This one's not going as dark on her. Let's try this one. I pull the skin as well. You might notice me doing that to help create tension so that it sets well. And then you just keep rubbing it back and forth in the crease, only to about halfway across the eye. You don't want to go all the way across the eye, otherwise you're going to close her eye. Oops. Fill that in a little bit. Look at me. Open or close. You want to create space between the dark shadow and her eyebrow, because we are going to put a light color in there. Okay, look at me. So if you look at her face on, having the dark V along the crease really pulls her eye out and opens her eye up. You could go darker or you could go lighter depending on the performance. If the lights are really strong, you'll probably want to go a little bit darker. We'll leave it like that for now. I'm now going to take I'm now going to take a bright white, and this white's got a little bit of shimmer to it. I'm going to take a smaller brush, and I'm going to take this white all under her eyebrow. And on the inner part of her eye. So all in here, and a little bit under her eye. I can take it across a little bit. Give me. And then I'm just going to, for fun, add a tiny bit more of this second color I did, the medium color, just to kind of add more color in here. Okay, look at me. Close. Alright, and open. Alright, so there is one eye done. That doesn't include eyeliner or mascara. We will do that next. Brielle's second eye there, so her eyes are now both finished. We're going to move on to eyeliner and mascara. For eyeliner, you can use, either a pencil, or you could use a liquid liner, or you could use a powder liner. If you use powder, you'll need a little brush, a liner brush, and dark black or really dark brown powder. You'll want to put a little bit of water on the brush just to really pick up the powder. Today what we're going to use is a pencil. I just find certain pencils go on really well. Some liquids go on well. It totally depends on your preference and what you feel more comfortable with, because eyeliner can get dangerous. Not scary dangerous, just it can end up all over the face. So this is my favorite tool. What I do when I do the eyeliner is I pull the eye quite tight so that her the skin along her eyelashes is really firm for putting the liner on. So you'll see when I do that. So I'm going to pull her eye. I'm going to start with the top of her eye, or the top lashes. And I'm going to draw from the outside in. And I've got it delicate. I'm not pushing too hard. I'm going to go almost all the way. I'm going to keep it fairly thin. You don't want super thick, otherwise again it closes the eye. Just lift your chin up a little bit. Thank you. I am going to make it a little thicker on the outside than on the inside. There we go. And if you wanted, you could go out a little bit to draw the eye out. We don't want to go too far and create the big cat eyes, but I will take it out just a little bit. Look at me. Good. Now I want her to look up. And again, I'm just going to move her face. Move your body a little bit. And I'm going to pull the skin nice and tight. And I'm going to just take it right along the lashes on the bottom. And I'm going to keep that really thin. So if you look at the camera, you've got one eye with the eyeliner and one without. We're going to keep on this eye and move to the mascara. I'm going to have Brielle, this is optional, you don't need to do this, but I'm going to have Brielle curl her lashes. I'll hold them here for you. This just helps the lashes be more obvious and seen. You don't need to do this, especially with little kids. This isn't important. Good. And sometimes it helps put on the mascara easier. Okay, so I'm going to take mascara. You could do waterproof or regular, it doesn't matter. Just something that goes on nice and easy. I'm going to hold it still and you're going to open and close your eyes. Okay, close. Close, 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 again. And then I am going to do the bottom lashes to finish off the eye. Whoops, I got a little blob. That is why I have Q-tips. I'll get rid of any little. Okay. You might get excess powder as well that has fallen onto the face. Okay, so there's one eye totally finished. Alright, so now you can see that both of Brielle's eyes are finished. We're going to move on to blush and then lipstick. For blush, any blush brush and any color of blush will do, preferably in the neutral, bronzy, pinky tones, nothing too bright pink. So what you're going to do is you're going to take quite a bit. As the dancers are backstage and as they're dancing, their makeup tends to wear off, especially if they've had it on for quite a while. So you want to put on a lot of makeup. So I'm going to find her cheekbone and I'm going to put the blush just along the underneath side and along her cheekbone. Turn it a little bit. There we go. Good. I'm also going to put a little on her temple, on her forehead, along her nose, and on her chin, just to add more color. Look at me. Good. So there's her with one finished cheek. So now that all of Brielle's makeup is on, the last thing we're going to do is lips. Usually we do this right before the dancer goes on stage so that it doesn't end up all over their costume. For lips, you'd like to use a reddish pink color, something darker, not too light, otherwise it doesn't show up on stage. So I'm going to use this color. So that is a completed face. Yes. As you can see, her eyes are finished and they really open up and pull out to the side. You want to close your eyes and show the camera. So lighter on the inside and darker on the outside. Her blush really accentuates her cheekbones, and then the lipstick. And the powders and the bronzers are just to help set the base of the face and so that it's not too white. The reason we do stage makeup for performances, we would never ask the dancers to wear this every day or even for smaller performances. This is just for when they are on a stage that has really bright lights on their face. Bright lights make our faces turn white as like a ghost, and so the dancers look invisible on stage. So stage makeup is specifically for the lighting that we have during our recital. So thank you for watching us. I hope this was helpful.